Oh, yeah. Another Tech Preacher podcast, y'all. This your boy, Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. You know what? We're going to have us a fun one today, y'all. So, I get this question asked to me a lot, right? Why do I love technology? What is it about tech that I love? Not only in this podcast, we going to talk about why I love tech and some of the things that a lot of y'all guys miss, but I'm also going to do a giveaway. And this giveaway is going to be special because, you know, it's headphones, it's technology, right? And so we're going to have some fun today. Man, oh, yes. Are you happy? Are you hype? I know I'm hype, baby. I'm always hype when I do these podcasts, but let's get into it. I mean, keep put that right there. Let me tell you something, man. You know, you hear the phrase that tech, you know, is boring and stuff like that. How could tech be boring when tech revolves around everything that we do, right? Well, think about this, right? Remember a while back when when you had to go fill out an application for a job, right? You had to fill out a paper application. Well, guess what? Technology have fixed that, and you no longer fill out paper application. You have to go online and do it digitally, right? And that's technology. You think about this. If your car breaks down, your car has technology that's inside that vehicle will let you know everything that's wrong with your vehicle. Or when you bring it to a repair shop, they have the technology to tell you what's wrong with your vehicle just by putting a module on it, right? You think about this, right? I remember like when your car used to break down, you never could understand what was wrong with your vehicle. You never could understand, man, what's wrong with my car? But now with technology, it lets you know what's wrong with your car. And so we have to embrace tech. Tech is all around us. I know, you know, a lot of tech enthusiasts, a lot of people believe that smartphones is tech. No, it's more than smartphones. Think about this. We are at the point of technology, whereas if you are in the grocery store, right, you have cameras that's in your refrigerator that lets you know what items that's out. You think about this. You could go to the store and open up an app and it would sync with your refrigerator and it would let you know if you're out of eggs, if you need, you know, milk or anything like that. That is super cool, right? I think we need to embrace tech for what it is, right? Why do I love tech? I love tech is because think about this. I'm living my childhood dream right now, right? I'm living my childhood dream right now. I am in a studio that everything that I ever visioned, everything that I ever dreamed about that I wanted to, you know, be, I'm a Star Wars, Star Trek fan, right? Everything that I wanted to be, I could create it with technology. Think about technology that I've created, a place where I'm in space, right? And that is so super cool, right? And so technology is never bored. It's not bored. It is, you know, it's something that we live for. We do every day. It's something that it's something that's around us every day. Now, as you see, well, if you listening to this, I want to talk about something special that I'm doing. I want to do a giveaway. I have these beautiful headphones that I have here, still in the plastic. I made a video about these headphones about 6 or 8 months ago. They call it TradeLab Z2 Wireless HD headphones. These headphones is actually really good. Now, this giveaway that I'm doing is going to be a United States giveaway. And one of the reasons why I want to do a giveaway is because I haven't done one in years. And I feel that me doing these podcasts, I've been doing podcasts now for probably about a year, right? And I think it's time to, you know, do a giveaway. I just think it's time for me to do a giveaway. If you want to see the behind the scenes of me doing these podcasts, if you're a member or become a member of my YouTube channel, you get to see the behind the scenes. Also, you get to see it early. So, my audio dropped out, but I just fixed it. All right, so let's talk about this giveaway, right? It's going to be a United States giveaway. And only thing that y'all guys have to do is go to Spotify or whatever you listen to your audio podcast, And make sure that you subscribe to the podcast on either Spotify or Apple, whatever. Take a screenshot of that and DM me either on Twitter, or you can email me, or you could go on my website and send it to me on my website. The links are down in the description. It's really simple to do. In order to enter the giveaway, and again, it's going to be United States giveaway of these headphones. Take a screenshot that you are, subscribed to my podcast on, I would say Spotify. Spotify look like that's where a lot of people is on Spotify. And send that screenshot to me. You could DM me, or you could on Twitter, or you could email me at easycomputersolutionsllc@gmail.com, or you could go to my website, www.easycomputersolutions.com, and go to the contact page and just send a photo through that, and I will enter you in the giveaway. Now, I'm gonna go on and let it run for 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, I will announce a winner on the podcast. And then once you hear your name on the podcast, all you got to do is just DM me or email me and say, "Hey, Easy, I won. Here's my, we do the address and stuff like that." Again, it's going to be United States only, and I will pay for shipping. I will pay for everything if you're in the United States. All right. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the giveaway. I want to give back to the people that listen to my podcast. I want to give back to my members. Anybody that wants to enter in this giveaway, you are more than welcome to enter in this giveaway. I have one to give away to somebody special. All right. Listen, man, let's talk about smartphones for a second when we talk about technology. I think smartphones, listen, you got to think about it. Most people don't use a tenth of the features and functionality of a smartphone. So when you look at smartphones in general, right? And I know we fight over smartphones. I know we fight over my smartphone is better than your smartphone, and I can do this better than yours, and my cameras is better than yours. Listen, man, and I think we missing the boat on what a smartphone is. I think we missing the boat on what a smartphone is. A smartphone is a device that's supposed to take care of a lot of stuff, to replace stuff, right? Just think about it, right? A smartphone is supposed to give you the best of both worlds. It's supposed to give you the technology and the features to give you something that you never had before. Think about this, right? I mean, I think we get caught up in not knowing where we was before and where we at today. Think about this. Smartphones do a lot. We talk about, smartphones are slow and laggy and stuff like that. Think about the computing power that's inside of a smartphone that does what it do today, right? And listen, you don't have to buy expensive smartphones to get great technology. Listen, you could get a smartphone for under $500 that would give you great technology. When I talk about great technology, you got smartphones, you have choice, right? You have a smartphone that if you like to text, browse the web, play games, have good cameras, good battery life, a good design, you have smartphones for that. You have smartphones that if you want to take your business or your techie to the next level, you can do that. They have smartphones, this say for me as a video editor. I can edit my videos on a smartphone. We're talking 4K timelines. Think about this. That's unheard of in a lot of different ways. You think about I can film my videos, I can edit my videos, and I can deploy my videos on a smartphone. And you just don't understand the technology that's behind that. I think we need to embrace technology for what it is. Listen, man, they have technology that's available for every price point that will give you more than what you think. See, a lot of people believe that if you buy a $300 smartphone, you're getting a peasant phone. I know we say that a lot. I know we call phones peasants, right? Because it's super cheap. But phones are not peasants. Listen, that's why it's called a smartphone. You have to embrace the technology that's available for you on that smartphone. Whether or not it's going to be the Pixel series, whether or not it's going to be an iPhone series, whether or not it's going to be Motorola, OnePlus, Xiaomi, Realme, Samsung. You have to embrace the technology. Now think about this. Every company has a different way they do tech, right? Just say the Pixel series. The Pixel series of devices is going to give you the best stock Android, voice to text, fast performance, good updates and stuff like that, great cameras. And that's going to be for the people that want those type of features. When you get into iPhones do the same thing, right? They have good features and functionality as far as good apps, good cameras, good battery life, and stuff like that. They have an ecosystem, right? They have a lot involved with that because the ecosystem in the Apple ecosystem is very good. When you get into Samsung give you a lot of features. You get Samsung DeX, you got pen support. You got a lot of different things that fit your needs if you need those features. Listen, I know I talk about Samsung DeX and I know I talk about S Pen and all that stuff like that. It's because me, as the type of person that I am, those are the features that I use daily, every day, all day, pretty much, right? So I think, you got to utilize the technology for what it is. And this is why it makes it so fun, right? Because you think about it. If you got a Pixel, the Pixel can't do the same thing as a Galaxy. And some of the things that the Pixel do, the Galaxy can't do. So it makes it fun. It makes it challenging. So it's like, listen, man, I think a lot of people get into these tech fights. They talk about my phone is better than your phone and my cameras is better than your camera. And what's so funny is most likely if you shoot in RAW, right? If you shoot in RAW, you can make basically any phone in RAW look the same. Listen, man, I'm an advocate that smartphones cannot replace professional cameras. They trying, but we not there yet. I believe the only device, in my opinion, that could come close to, a smartphone or DSLR is your Sony devices. Your Sony devices, in my opinion, is the closest to professional DSLR mirrorless cameras. Only Sony phones. That is my opinion. I believe that only Sony phones is designed. They are made for that. They are made for that, to be a companion for your professional DSLR mirrorless camera. I don't think there's no other phone out there that can come to that level of shooting with a professional camera. Now, people do it. People make movies and videos with smartphones, and there's nothing wrong with that. Pro mode is good, but I think once we get to the most professional, professional part of movies and videos, you could definitely tell a difference between a smartphone and a professional camera. I think we getting close to that technology. And listen, it's all good. It's all good that we are getting close to that, right? But we still not there yet. Maybe about another 5 to 10 years, we might be at that level of, professional cameras and stuff like that. But you still got to also remember that professional cameras is also leveling up. So as smartphone cameras leveling up, the professional camera industry is leveling up. So it becomes, okay, the smartphone go to that level. Well, professional cameras go to that level. And so, as professional cameras level up, I think, smartphones is getting there. But listen, smartphones are great video, great, photos and stuff like that, which is fine. And, I just want to go from there. Listen, man, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody that watch these podcasts and listen to these podcasts and stuff like that. And I just enjoy tech. One of the reasons why I love tech is because tech is around us, man. Everything that we do, everywhere we go, whether or not we go to the grocery store, think about this. And this is why we got to embrace tech. If you go to Walmart, right, you could pull out your smartphone and open up the Walmart app, and the Walmart app will tell you what aisle your item at. Just say if you're looking for an item, you open up the app and you just type in whatever, eggs, and it will tell you what aisle it's at, where it's located at, stuff like that. Think about that. Think about the people behind that type of technology that have to program that type of stuff. Listen, we have it so easy. Think about this. When I was in high school, and I'm kind of speaking my age a little bit, we didn't have this stuff, man. We didn't have this stuff when I was in school, man. We had to go to the library and find a book. We had to check a book out. We had to go home and read. We had to, do our research in the libraries. Now you got tablets that you can put in a Google search and it will find it for you. And it's so crazy how people talk about how technology is boring, and everything that we do revolves around tech. That means that somebody has to program it. Somebody has to control it. Somebody has to put it together. Somebody has to put time, effort, and money and resources in that to make it right. Albert, you made a comment. He just stated that I wonder how we survived back in the 80s without all the stuff that we have today. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. See, we was raised on an era that we didn't have computers. Well, we had computers, but we didn't. We didn't have access to computers. Computers was out back in the 80s and 90s, but we didn't have access to computers. We didn't have smartphones. We didn't have pagers. We didn't have none of this stuff. So that means that we had to have pencil, paper, library books in order to learn. Technology have came in and made this so simple. Listen, I was an A student in school, and that's the stuff that we had to do. I can't fathom why no child, no kid, no high school student, no college student cannot make all A's. I can't fathom why a student cannot make all A's. We made A's without technology. We made A's in school without technology. We done all of this by going to the library, studying, being in hot classrooms, listening to the teacher. We had 50 students in the class. It was crazy back when I was coming up. And we done it. We made the A's. We graduated. We walked across the stage, one of the biggest student to graduate. We walked across the stage and it was hundreds of us. Man, the auditorium was filled with graduates, right? I mean, hundreds of us graduating every year in high school, graduates. We had hundreds of graduates. Not today. You'll see 50 people graduating from high school, 30 people graduating from high school. Back when I was in high school, we had hundreds of people graduating from high school, and we had no access to computers. We had no access to smartphones. We had no access to anything. We had to study. We had to do it we had to do it. And then when we apply for a job, we had to go to that place, get a paper application, and fill out that paper application. Then we had to go back to the library, get a photocopy of our ID, right? We had to get a photocopy of our ID and bring it to the people, right? But nowadays, you don't have to do none of that. You go online, you fill out the application, you upload your documentation. That's it. You upload your resume. That's it. Think about this, right? How technology has evolved. And this is why I can't understand why we say technology is boring when technology is so advanced at this point. And this is why when we talk about how could any student not pass school? How could any student not pass college when you have all the technology at your fingertips? You have everything. You got ChatGPT now. You have Google. You have everything. I remember when we used to take math, right? Math is probably one of most people's hardest subjects, right? And we had to learn math. We had to break it down. We had to use our brains. We had to break it all down, calculus and all these different subjects we had to take, right? But guess what? Now they have YouTube channels that's dedicated to math. They have teachers that give you resources that tells you how to break problems down. I mean, they have everything available. You can Google search. It's so weird how you could put an equation in Google search and Google will solve it for you. That is unheard of how technology have advanced over the years. It's no way you could sit up and tell me that technology is boring and we don't, I don't know why they don't advance technology and stuff like that. Think about what technology was back then in the 80s and 90s compared to where we at in 2023. It's amazing. I think we don't take advantage of what technology is. I think we just throw it out the window like technology is not there. And I think, when we get in these fights over smartphone, I got the best smartphone, your smartphone ain't better than my smartphone, and all, man, that is crazy, right? Because every smartphone is great. And again, you don't have to buy expensive smartphones to get good features and functionality. A lot of people believe that you have to spend $2,000 in order to get the features and functionality of a smartphone. And I've been on this channel preaching day in and day out, and I make videos. If you're a member on my YouTube channel, I've dropped a video on the best smartphones for under $300. I got that video on my members only now. Check it out. The best smartphones for under $300, people. We talk about smartphones that's good, features and functionality. And listen, I understand tech enthusiasts, they know their specs. It's all about specs. I understand that. And my question always to tech enthusiasts, if you got the money and the means to do it, then buy it. It's no big deal. It's all good. Nobody's not going to knock a tech enthusiast that like to spend $2,000, $3,000 every 6 months, every year on smartphones and computer stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to spend $2,000 every freaking 6 months because here come the latest and greatest, oh my God, it's a huge upgrade. It's a huge upgrade. Okay, then there's nothing wrong with that. But I try to give people alternatives. I try to talk about budget options. And listen, just because you buy a $300 smartphone or $400 smartphone, you're not a peasant. It's that word that we play around with the word because it's just a fun word. But I don't want people to get all bent out of shape and say I can't buy that phone because people would call me a peasant or they'd say that I'm broke and I can't afford it and stuff. That's bull crap. Don't listen to people like that. Listen, let me tell you something. If people tell you that in a serious way, now I'm not talking about they clowning and having fun. Now that's something different. They clowning and having fun is different. But if they're serious and they tell you something like, oh, you a peasant because you can't afford a high-end smartphone. And my reply to anybody that clown a person that doesn't buy a $2,000 phone, my reply is this. Yes, I did not buy that $2,000 phone, but I still got same features and functionality that you have at less of the price. You spent $2,000, I spent $500. Guess what? I still got $1,500 in my pocket, and I can still do the same thing that your phone can do. While you looking like boo-boo the fool that have a $2,000 smartphone, I bought last year's smartphone that had the same features and functionality, right? The last year's smartphone at less the price, and I saved money. And I still got the same features and functionality as you. Well, my phone is faster than yours. Come on, man. Let me tell you something. When somebody tell you their phone is faster than yours, they don't know technology. Listen, man. If a person tell you that my phone is faster than yours, they don't know technology, because you could make any phone fast. You could throw a launcher on the phone. You could cut down the animations. You could do a whole lot of things to a smartphone to make it faster. You could turn off animations, and you could make your smartphone faster than a current flagship. Apps will open instantly if you turn off animations. If you turn off animation, your 2-year-old smartphone would damn near beat a current smartphone if you turn off animation. Think about that for a second. Well, I need 120 hertz. I can't live without 120 hertz. Then you tell them, okay, they really don't have a lot of apps that take advantage of 120 hertz. So every time you open up your banking app, every time you play 90% of your games is at 60 hertz. So even though you might brag that you got 120 hertz, they got a lot of apps that is not even coded for 120 hertz. So that means that even though you might be manipulated in thinking that you got 120 hertz, when you open up that app, it's at 60 hertz. So who's the boo-boo the fool at that point? You know? And I think we need to embrace technology for what it is. You know? And I think for me, I look at technology as a tool to get work done. You got to take advantage of the features and functionality of those devices, whether or not it's tablets, computers, smartphones, right? I think that when we get it to the point where we fighting over smartphones, I think that's asinine. I think we get to the point where why we do that? Why do we do that? Because at the end of the day, you know who winning? The companies are winning. Samsung is winning. Apple is winning. You know why? Because you giving them free advertisement. As y'all fight over who has the best cameras, who has the best smartphone, who my Samsung could beat your phone, Motorola kids nothing, this, that, and the other. All you doing is giving a company free advertisement. Not only you giving them free advertisement, once you get into the meat and potatoes, once you get down deep into the features and functionality of that smartphone, they're almost the same. You know, and so when you think about it in that aspect, I think I just want y'all to just embrace tech, learn your technology, learn all the features and functionality of your smartphone, your tablets, your computers. Learn everything about it. And I promise you, it's some things that you have on your smartphone that you never knew you had. It's some features and functionality that you have on that tablet that you never knew you had. It's some features and functionality on that computer that you never had, you never thought you had. So don't go run out and go buy the new hotness where you never use more than 1/10 of the features and functionality of your current device. Think about this. Your current, if you use 100% of the features and functionality of your current device, you would never go out and buy a new phone. You would never go out and buy a new device. You would never go out and buy a new computer. If you knew and used every piece of features and functionality every day on your device, you will never, ever go out and buy a new device. All right, let's get out of here. All right, another episode of the Tech Preacher Podcast, baby. Thank y'all guys very much. Don't forget about the giveaway. The giveaway is going on right now. We're going to do it for 2 weeks. I will leave all the information down in the description below. 30 minutes go fast, baby. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank y'all guys very much. Yes, the Tech Preacher Podcast, baby. Thank y'all guys very much. We're going to see you next week, same bat place, same bat time. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Listen, man, don't forget about the giveaway. I really do appreciate everybody. Take your screenshot, DM me, email me. Let me know so I can get this stuff away to y'all guys. I will pay for shipping. I will do everything that I got to do to get this in your hand. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Oh! Yes, indeed. That's what I'm talking about. Another episode of the Tech Preacher Podcast, baby. I really appreciate it, y'all. We're going to get out of here saying bad place, saying bad time. I'm glad y'all stuck around and y'all listened to this podcast, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Later.